We're keeping a close eye on Tropical Storm Francine in the Gulf right now, and this is a great time to make sure you're prepared for an emergency.
But with budgets tight for so many families, which is so understandable, our consumer reporter Heather Sullivan teamed up with meteorologist John Dawson to help you prepare for a disaster without wiping out your wallet.
All right, welcome to the Hurricane Gear Test, or maybe it's a Sullivan Smart Sense. Either way, we're going to be fun talking about hurricane preparedness, which is what I'm always excited about, and you always like to talk about saving some money.
Yeah, you know, we've all been through Beryl. We know what it is now to go without power, but, you know, budgets are so tight. So we want to help you get ready for a lot less money.
And we're going to focus on the 5 categories that I always talk about when getting ready for hurricanes. They're kind of a short list, but they can really kind of dive in deep. It's going to start with food and water. You're going to need a good light source like a flashlight or a lantern. Everyone has power needs. The minimum for everybody is going to be a phone charger, but some of us need even more than that. And then a first aid kit.
Yeah, and let's dive into it, because right now everybody's buzzing, you know, about these ultimate apocalypse dinner kits that you can get at Costco and other places. This one in particular, ReadyWise, has 150 different servings of freeze-dried food. Sells for about $100. You can get it right now at Costco for about $80. But I also wanted to show you, let's just do a little grocery shopping in case you don't want to have to add, you have to add a lot of water to those things.
Sure, yeah. Water is definitely going to be a big focus when you're dealing with dehydrated food. I like the idea of just stocking up on some of these more traditional non-perishable items.
Yeah, so what I did was I went shopping for a family of 4 for 3 days, and for the non-perishable essentials, I spent about $57. And then right before the storm, you can still go to the store again and get some perishables that will last a few days. We're talking about apples, oranges, cucumbers, tomatoes, things that can sit out. I spent another $18, some bread, but so $75 got me through 3 days.
Yeah, and remember, don't be the last one in line at the store, though, because those perishable items are also going to kind of thin out pretty quick. But you did a great job on your shopping there, and then you got a few other things here on a budget. I like the lights that you got, because you've got a lot of them here, and the batteries are included. And it was pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, the batteries are in there. It was about $12. Gives you multiple lights you can set out around the house or use as you need.
All right, and then next up was the phone charger. This is a very economical way to get it done. You lose some of the convenience, but again, you're just going to have to figure out how to make it work when we have disaster.
Right. If your car is working, you can charge your phone in the car. So these things run about $6 to $30, or you can buy an emergency cell phone charger for as low as $8 on up to about $100.
All right, and the last thing on the list was a first aid kit. I always encourage you to look for one that has scissors inside of it, because it has a lot of other uses besides just medical needs when you have a disaster. And I also like first aid kits that have a cold compress. So I'm impressed that you found one, Heather, that has that.
Right. Break it and it turns cold.
It's an instant ice pack.
How cool is that?
Totally.
All right. We're ready. We're ready for any emergency
I think
here.
So.
We've got a full list of all of these ideas for you on fox26houston.com. With Sullivan Smart Sense, I'm Heather Sullivan.
And if you want to look for my hurricane gear test, make sure and go to YouTube and search for meteorologist John Dawson.